In 1971, a man known only as D.B. Cooper hijacked a commercial plane, extorted $200,000 in ransom, and then disappeared into the night sky. His daring jump from the plane with a parachute turned him into a legend, but the mystery of his true identity and fate has never been solved. This story remains one of the greatest unsolved crimes in American history, leaving behind clues, theories, and unanswered questions. On November 24, 1971, a man who called himself Dan Cooper purchased a one-way ticket from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington, aboard Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. He was described as a quiet, unassuming man in his mid-40s, wearing a dark suit, a black tie, and sunglasses. Shortly after takeoff, he handed a note to a flight attendant, which revealed his shocking intent. He claimed to have a bomb in his briefcase. Cooper demanded $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck to refuel the plane upon landing in Seattle. The crew followed his instructions, and once the ransom was delivered and the passengers released, Cooper ordered the plane to take off again. He directed the pilots to fly towards Mexico City at a low altitude and slow speed. Somewhere over the dense forests of the Pacific Northwest, Cooper opened the rear door of the plane and parachuted into the night, taking the money with him. He was never seen again. Law enforcement agencies launched an extensive investigation, but the clues left behind were limited. Cooper's physical description, provided by the crew and passengers, described him as a white male, around 5 feet 10 inches to 6 feet tall, with brown eyes and dark hair. He spoke calmly and was polite throughout the hijacking, even offering to pay for the crew's meals. The FBI examined the tie Cooper left behind on the plane. Decades later, advanced forensic analysis detected microscopic particles of rare metals, suggesting he might have worked in manufacturing or aerospace industries. Despite this, no definitive lead emerged. In 1980, a significant discovery added to the intrigue. A young boy found a decaying bundle of $20 bills along the Columbia River, about 20 miles from Vancouver, Washington. The serial numbers matched the ransom money given to Cooper. This find raised more questions than answers. Did Cooper lose part of the ransom during his jump? Or did the money drift downstream from where he landed? The rest of the cash has never been recovered. The question of whether D.B. Cooper survived his jump has divided investigators and theorists for decades. Skeptics argue that the conditions on the night of the hijacking would have been nearly impossible to survive. The weather was stormy, with temperatures below freezing. Cooper jumped into complete darkness over rugged terrain with no clear idea of where he would land. Additionally, he wore only a business suit and loafers, which were ill-suited for survival in such harsh conditions. On the other hand, some believe Cooper could have been an experienced skydiver who planned the jump carefully. The choice of a low-altitude flight path and specific parachutes suggests he may have known what he was doing. However, many experts dispute this, pointing out that Cooper rejected a modern, steerable parachute in favor of an older, less reliable model. This decision may indicate he was not as skilled as some theorists claim. Speculation about Cooper's identity has also fueled countless theories. Over the years, numerous suspects have been proposed. One of the most famous is Richard Floyd McCoy, who hijacked a plane in a similar fashion in 1972 but was later captured. McCoy bore some resemblance to Cooper, but the FBI ultimately ruled him out due to differences in behavior and details. Other suspects include Kenneth Christensen, a former Northwest Airlines employee, and Robert Rackstraw, a Vietnam veteran with experience in parachuting and explosives. Despite circumstantial evidence linking these individuals to the crime, no definitive proof has been found. As for the ransom money, its fate remains a mystery. The discovery of the bills along the Columbia River suggests that at least part of the money ended up in the water. However, searches of the area have not yielded additional cash or clues. The lack of spending activity involving the marked bills has led some to speculate that the money was lost or destroyed shortly after the jump. The D.B. Cooper case has become a cultural phenomenon, inspiring books, documentaries, and even movies. The hijacking took place during a time of political unrest and rising distrust of authority, which helped turn Cooper into an almost folk hero figure. His calm demeanor and daring escape captured public imagination, and the fact that he targeted an airline rather than individuals added to his mystique. In the decades since the hijacking, the mystery has fueled a community of amateur investigators and enthusiasts who continue to study the case. Some have dedicated their lives to uncovering Cooper's identity, analyzing FBI files, conducting independent searches of the suspected landing zone, and debating theories online. Annual events like CooperCon celebrate the legend, bringing together those fascinated by the case to share their findings and ideas. The mystery of D.B. Cooper remains unsolved, making it one of the longest-running cases in FBI history. Despite decades of investigation, his true identity and fate remain unknown. Did he survive his daring jump, or did he perish in the wilderness? If he survived, how did he evade capture, and where did he go? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more mysteries and true crime stories.